Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about a fundamental truth that many of us often overlook: the power of focusing on improving yourself. This is not just about becoming better at what you do, but about becoming better at who you are. Every human being has untapped potential, waiting for the right commitment and direction to be awakened. Let's explore the steps to unlocking that potential. Your journey towards self-improvement begins with understanding who you truly are. So many people spend their lives trying to be someone they're not, constantly chasing after an ideal image or trying to conform to the expectations of others. But true growth starts when you look inward and face the reality of who you are. Until you can honestly acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses, you cannot take the necessary steps to grow. The process of growth requires that you first know where you stand, and that's where self-awareness comes in. It's the foundation of personal development because it helps you recognize the areas of your life that need attention, focus, and improvement. Without self-awareness, growth is like a ship sailing without a compass. You might move forward, but you won't know where you're going or how close you are to your destination. Self-awareness helps you set a course, providing clarity on what you need to change and what you need to build upon. To become the best version of yourself, you must first be honest with yourself. You must confront the things you've been avoiding, whether that's confronting a weakness, accepting responsibility for a past failure, or even recognizing untapped potential that you've yet to nurture. Once you have this awareness, you will find that the process of improvement becomes less about changing who you are and more about becoming the person you were always meant to be. This journey of self-improvement is not about pretending to be perfect or pretending to be someone else. It's about embracing who you are and using that understanding to guide you on your path. The more you know yourself, the more equipped you will be to tackle the challenges of life, the more confident you'll be in your decisions, and the more focused you'll be on your goals. But this requires looking into the mirror, truly seeing yourself, and embracing what you find there. Self-awareness is the key to transformation because it reveals the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It's easy to get caught up in the noise of daily life, distracted by the demands of others, or trapped in the cycle of comparison. But when you take the time to truly understand yourself, you stop looking at what everyone else is doing and start focusing on your own progress. It becomes about your own path, your own journey, and your own improvement. The more aware you are of yourself, the more you can take ownership of your development. You stop letting the circumstances around you dictate your growth and begin to take charge of your destiny. This level of self-awareness not only helps you identify your weaknesses, but also allows you to recognize and leverage your strengths. When you truly know what you're good at, you can focus your energy on honing those talents, skills, and abilities. The key is not to spend all your time on areas where you are weak, but to build on what you already do well. Everyone has unique gifts, talents, and strengths, and when you embrace and invest in those qualities, you position yourself for greater success. Growth happens when you build from a place of understanding and strength. Moreover, self-awareness teaches you to set realistic goals and expectations. If you don't know where you're starting from, it's nearly impossible to plan for the future. But when you know your strengths, your weaknesses, and your limitations, you can set achievable goals that challenge you while also being within your reach. This self-awareness helps you recognize the gap between where you are and where you want to be and allows you to take the necessary steps to bridge that gap. The key to lasting improvement is realizing that growth is a continual process. Self-awareness is not something you gain once and forget. It's a constant practice, one that involves regularly checking in with yourself, reflecting on your progress, and being open to adjusting your course when necessary. It requires humility, honesty, and a willingness to be vulnerable. But through this continuous process of self-reflection, you will begin to uncover new aspects of yourself, discovering areas of strength you may have overlooked and areas of potential that were waiting to be unlocked. True self-improvement isn't about trying to change who you are to meet society's expectations. It's about getting to know who you truly are and allowing that knowledge to guide your personal growth. With self-awareness, you begin to understand your purpose and how to align your actions with that purpose. You recognize what fuels your passion, what holds you back, and what you need to do to move forward. Through self-awareness, you begin to see yourself not just as you are today, but as you are capable of becoming a person who is ever evolving, ever growing, and always striving to become the best version of themselves. In essence, the power of self-awareness is the power to unlock your true potential. It is the foundation upon which every other step of your personal development is built. Without it, growth is a guessing game, but with it you have clarity, focus, and direction. Your journey of improvement begins when you take that first honest look into the mirror and embrace the person staring back at you, flaws, strengths, and all, and decide that today is the day you begin to invest in the most important asset you will ever have, yourself. You are a masterpiece in the making, uniquely crafted with purpose and potential. The fact that you exist is proof that you are designed for greatness. But too often we overlook the power within us and fail to invest in the very thing that could propel us to extraordinary heights, our own potential. The question is not whether you have potential, because you do. The question is whether you are investing in it. Are you dedicating your time, energy, and resources to nurture the greatness that resides inside you, or are you allowing it to remain dormant, hidden beneath the weight of excuses and distractions? Every human being is born with the capacity for greatness. Within each of us lies the ability to achieve remarkable things, whether in our careers, relationships, or personal development. The potential to impact the world, to change lives, and to leave a lasting legacy is embedded within you. But potential is not enough. It requires intentional investment. You must be willing to pour time, effort, and resources into developing that potential. Potential without action is just a dream. It's like a seed that has the capacity to grow into a great tree, but is never planted in the soil, watered, or given sunlight. Investing in your potential begins with believing in it. You have to believe that you are worthy of success, that you are capable of achieving something meaningful. The moment you believe in your own potential, you open the door for opportunities to come into your life. The key is to stop doubting your abilities and start cultivating your gifts. This belief in yourself forms the foundation for all future growth. Without it, you cannot move forward. But once you believe that you are capable, you will be motivated to take action, to work on improving yourself, and to invest in the things that will unlock your greatness. Your time is one of the most precious resources you have, and how you spend it reflects what you value most. When you invest in your potential, you choose to spend your time developing skills, expanding your knowledge, and improving your character. This means setting aside time each day for activities that move you closer to your goals, whether it's reading, learning a new skill, practicing a craft, or seeking out experiences that broaden your perspective. Time is finite, so you must use it wisely. Every minute you spend nurturing your potential is an investment in your future. Energy is another critical resource that you must invest in your potential. How you direct your energy will determine how much you can accomplish. Energy is more than just physical vitality, it's also about focus, enthusiasm, and passion. When you invest your energy in what truly matters to you, you are giving life to your dreams. However, this requires discipline. You must be willing to prioritize your goals over distractions. Commit to the hard work that success demands and stay persistent when things get tough. Energy is wasted when you allow yourself to be diverted from your purpose. But when you direct your energy toward meaningful work, you'll find yourself moving closer and closer to realizing your full potential. In addition to time and energy, resources, whether they are financial or relational, must also be invested in your growth. While we often think of resources as material things, they also include the people you connect with, the mentors who guide you, and the opportunities you seek. If you want to develop your potential, you must surround yourself with the right people, those who inspire, challenge, and push you to be better. Build relationships with people who are already where you want to be, those who can provide wisdom and insight. Your network has the power to shape your success. Seek out mentors who can invest in you, provide feedback, and help you avoid common pitfalls. Similarly, financial resources must be allocated to activities that foster your growth, whether that's enrolling in a course, attending conferences, or investing in tools and materials that help you grow your skills. Don't let a lack of resources stop you from investing in yourself. Sometimes the best investment you can make is in learning something new or in equipping yourself with the tools you need to succeed. As you invest in your potential, you must also remember that growth requires patience. The process of developing your skills and talents takes time. You will not see immediate results, but that does not mean your efforts are in vain. Just like a seed doesn't sprout overnight, your potential unfolds over time. Keep nurturing it and trust that with each small step, you are moving closer to your goals. The key is to stay consistent. You will face obstacles, doubts, and setbacks, but these are not signs to give up. They are opportunities to refine your character and resilience. Every challenge you face is a test of your commitment to your growth. If you remain focused on investing in your potential, you will continue to make progress even in the face of adversity. Ultimately, investing in your potential is an act of self-respect. It's recognizing the greatness within you and making the commitment to bring it to life. It's understanding that you have a purpose and that your contribution to the world matters. Every decision you make about where to invest your time, energy, and resources is a decision about the kind of future you will create for yourself. You are capable of so much more than you realize, but you must be willing to invest in yourself in order to see that potential realized. When you do, the world will benefit from the greatness that only you can bring. Your life will be a testimony to the power of believing in your own potential and investing in the process of becoming everything you were always meant to be. Taking full responsibility for your growth is one of the most empowering decisions you can make. So often, people look around and blame external circumstances for their current situation, blaming the economy, the government, their upbringing, or the people around them. But true growth begins when you stop pointing fingers and take ownership of your own life. Your future is not shaped by the conditions around you, but by the decisions you make today. You have the power to control your growth and to determine the direction of your life. It's not about waiting for the world to change for you. It's about making the necessary changes within yourself to create the future you desire. Taking responsibility means that you no longer rely on others to motivate you, nor do you wait for favorable circumstances. You stop making excuses and start taking action. Life will always present challenges, setbacks, and disappointments, but how you respond to them will define the course of your growth. Each challenge you face is an opportunity for personal development. Every failure is a lesson in disguise. Rather than seeing obstacles as roadblocks, view them as stepping stones that will refine your skills and deepen your wisdom. Your setbacks are not a reflection of your abilities, they are a part of the process of growth. Every time you face adversity and rise above it, you build resilience and strength. The truth is that success does not happen by chance. It's the result of consistent choices that align with your values, goals, and vision for the future. Your decisions, no matter how small they seem, accumulate over time and shape your destiny. The power to change your life is not outside of you, it lies in the choices you make every day. Are you choosing to invest in your growth, to develop your skills, and to work toward your dreams, or are you waiting for something outside of you to change? The world is not going to wait for you to be ready, and it certainly won't adjust itself to your timeline. If you want something different, you must do something different. Taking responsibility also means letting go of the mindset that the world owes you something. No one else is responsible for your success but you. You are the one who must decide what kind of life you want to create. No one is going to come and hand you your future. It's up to you to claim it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, or for things to settle down. Life will always be unpredictable, and external circumstances will never be ideal. It is your responsibility to take initiative, to carve out the path you want to walk, and to stay committed to your goals even when things don't go according to plan. Moreover, personal responsibility means that you take full ownership of your mistakes, shortcomings, and failures. It's easy to blame others or to make excuses when things don't go your way. But the true mark of maturity is being able to look at your mistakes, learn from them, and take the necessary actions to correct them. Blaming others or external circumstances only keeps you stuck in a cycle of helplessness. Instead, see your mistakes as feedback. They are not signs of defeat, they are opportunities to learn, adapt, and improve. When you take responsibility for your growth, you stop looking outside for reasons why you're not where you want to be, and instead start looking inside to figure out what you need to change. Your personal growth is a reflection of your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. No one else can do this work for you. It's your journey, and only you can decide how far you want to go. There will be times when it feels easier to give up, to blame someone or something else for your struggles. But remember that your future is not determined by what happens to you, it's determined by how you respond to what happens to you. Your ability to persevere through adversity, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep moving forward in the face of challenges is what will ultimately shape your success. When you embrace personal responsibility, you also take control of your time and your energy. You recognize that you cannot afford to waste precious moments waiting for others to change or for circumstances to improve. Instead, you choose to take action, no matter how small the steps may seem. Every day that you take responsibility for your growth, you are making a deposit into your future. And over time, these deposits will add up, creating a life that reflects the choices you've made. Ultimately, personal responsibility is about recognizing that you have the power to shape your destiny. It's about taking charge of your own growth and development and refusing to let external circumstances dictate who you become. Every decision you make is an opportunity to move closer to the person you want to be. You are the captain of your ship, and you have the ability to steer it in the direction of your dreams. When you take full responsibility for your growth, you take control of your life and set yourself on a path towards success and fulfillment. Your future is in your hands, and only you can decide what you will do with it. Improvement doesn't come through sporadic bursts of effort, but through the consistent discipline of daily action. Too often, we think that success and personal growth are the results of one big breakthrough, one monumental effort. While moments of inspiration can certainly propel us forward, real, lasting transformation is achieved through consistent, everyday action. It's the small, seemingly insignificant steps that accumulate over time and lead to remarkable change. Growth is a gradual process, unfolding one day at a time, one step at a time. And the key to this progress is the discipline of consistency. Consistency is the secret ingredient to success in any area of life. Without it, even the best intentions will fade away. It's easy to be motivated and energized in the beginning, but the true test of growth lies in maintaining that commitment over the long haul. If you want to improve, you must commit to showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. This is the difference between those who make temporary progress and those who experience lasting change. The path to success isn't paved with occasional bursts of effort. It's paved with daily discipline, where each action builds upon the one before it. The discipline of consistency requires that you develop habits that support your growth, rather than relying on willpower alone. Willpower is a limited resource. It's difficult to summon it every day, especially when life gets busy or challenges arise. But habits, on the other hand, are automatic. When you establish consistent routines that align with your goals, they require less mental energy and effort. For example, if you want to improve your health, it's not about going to the gym for hours once in a while. It's about making exercise a part of your daily routine. It's about deciding to walk or stretch every morning, to choose healthier food options consistently, and to make wellness a part of your lifestyle. These small daily actions add up to significant improvements over time. This discipline extends beyond the physical realm into your mental and emotional development. If you want to grow in your knowledge, invest time each day in learning something new. Whether it's reading a book, listening to a podcast, or taking an online course, these small, consistent efforts will compound into a vast reservoir of knowledge over time. Likewise, if you're working on your emotional well-being, It's the daily practice of gratitude, self-reflection, and mindfulness that will gradually transform your mindset. Personal growth doesn't happen overnight, and it's not about making dramatic changes all at once. It's about committing to small actions that, when repeated consistently, lead to profound transformation. One of the greatest challenges people face in maintaining consistency is the desire for instant results. We live in an age of instant gratification, where we expect quick fixes and rapid success. However, the truth is that real growth is a slow, steady process. It's easy to get discouraged when the results don't come right away. But this is where the discipline of consistency becomes essential. If you commit to the process and trust in the long-term benefits of your daily actions, you will begin to see changes, even if they aren't immediately obvious. Consistency is about staying the course, even when progress seems slow. It's about believing in the power of small incremental improvements. The key to cultivating consistency is setting clear goals and creating systems that support those goals. It's about knowing what you want to achieve and breaking it down into daily actions. If you want to write a book, don't focus on the idea of completing the entire book at once. Instead, commit to writing a few pages every day. Over time, those pages will accumulate into a finished product. If you want to build wealth, focus on consistently saving and investing a portion of your income every month. The power of consistency is in its compounding effect. Each small effort you make will build upon the last, creating momentum that will carry you forward. And consistency also requires patience and perseverance. It's easy to get frustrated when you don't see immediate results, but the key is to trust the process. When you plant a seed, you don't expect it to grow into a tree overnight. You water it, nurture it, and give it time to grow. Your efforts toward personal improvement are the same. You must trust that the small steps you take each day are creating the foundation for something greater. Even when progress feels slow or invisible, you are laying the groundwork for transformation. Trust that with each day of consistent effort, you are moving closer to the person you want to become. Additionally, consistency requires a mindset of discipline. It's easy to give in to distractions, procrastination, and excuses. But if you want to grow, you must develop the discipline to stay focused on your goals. This means saying no to the things that don't serve your purpose and committing to the actions that align with your vision for the future. Discipline is not about perfection, it's about showing up and doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. It's about staying true to your commitments and trusting that the effort you put in today will pay off in the future. The discipline of consistency is a powerful force for change. It turns fleeting motivation into lasting results. It turns big dreams into achievable goals. The key is not to focus on the enormity of the task ahead, but to focus on the small, consistent actions you can take every day. Improvement doesn't happen all at once, it happens little by little, day by day, one step at a time. When you commit to the discipline of consistency, you are building a foundation for lasting growth and transformation. It is this consistency that will propel you to your highest potential and unlock the greatness that lies within you. The greatest tool for self-improvement is a heart that remains teachable. In a world where information is readily available, the ability to learn is a powerful asset. But learning is not just about accumulating knowledge, it's about cultivating the wisdom to apply that knowledge in meaningful ways. So many people stop growing because they think they already know enough, but true growth comes when you maintain an open mind and a willingness to learn from every opportunity. Embrace the power of learning, not just for the sake of knowledge, but for the transformation it brings when you apply what you've learned. A teachable heart is one that is always hungry for knowledge, never satisfied with what it already knows. It's an attitude of humility that recognizes there is always something new to learn, always an opportunity to grow. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to assume that we've learned all we need to know, especially as we gain experience and expertise. However, the moment you believe that you know it all is the moment you stop growing. The most successful and impactful people are those who understand that learning is a lifelong journey. They stay open to new ideas, to challenges, and to feedback because they know that growth doesn't come from remaining static. It comes from continually learning and evolving. Seeking knowledge is an active pursuit. It doesn't just happen by accident. You must intentionally seek it out, whether it's through books, mentors, courses, or personal experiences. Books are an invaluable resource for learning, offering you insights and wisdom that can change your perspective and accelerate your growth. But books alone aren't enough. Learning also requires seeking guidance from others who have walked the path you are on. Mentors can help you see what you might miss on your own, providing insights that come from their own experience and expertise. The power of learning also lies in the experiences you encounter every day, whether in your personal life or professional journey. Life itself offers lessons, and the key is to approach every situation with a mindset of learning, ready to glean wisdom from every moment. However, learning isn't just about acquiring information. It's about applying that information in a way that leads to real change. Information without application is useless. The true test of learning is whether you take what you've learned and use it to enhance your life. Wisdom comes from knowing how to use what you've learned effectively in a way that benefits not only yourself but also those around you. Knowledge without wisdom can lead to poor decisions, while knowledge combined with wisdom can propel you to new heights. Learning, therefore, is not just about filling your mind with facts, but about developing the discernment to know when and how to apply that knowledge to create positive outcomes. The ability to apply what you learn also requires the courage to fail and to learn from your mistakes. Every time you apply new knowledge, there is the potential for error. But failure is not something to fear, it's an essential part of the learning process. When you fail, you don't give up, you use it as feedback, adjusting your approach and trying again. The most successful people are those who see failure as an opportunity for growth, who understand that every misstep brings them one step closer to mastery. Learning is not a straight path, it's filled with trial and error. But each time you apply what you've learned, you move closer to becoming the best version of yourself. In the pursuit of personal growth, it's important to stay curious and never stop asking questions. Curiosity is the engine that drives learning. It keeps you engaged, constantly seeking answers and exploring new ideas. The more curious you are, the more likely you are to discover new opportunities and gain insights that others may overlook. By staying curious, you open yourself to continuous growth, always striving to understand more, do more, and be more. Curiosity challenges you to push the boundaries of what you know and expand your horizons. The power of learning also lies in its ability to shape your mindset. When you view every experience as a lesson, you begin to see the world through a lens of opportunity. You stop seeing problems as insurmountable obstacles and start viewing them as challenges that offer valuable lessons. This shift in perspective allows you to approach life with greater resilience and optimism. When you are teachable, you see failure not as a setback but as a stepping stone to success. You become more adaptable, more resourceful, and better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. To embrace the power of learning, you must commit to staying humble and open to growth. Recognize that there is always more to learn, that no matter how much you know, there is always room for improvement. A teachable heart allows you to remain flexible, willing to change and adapt as you acquire new knowledge. Whether through books, mentors, or life experiences, the learning process is an ongoing journey that never truly ends. And it is through this journey that you will continue to evolve, develop, and realize your fullest potential. Ultimately, learning is the key to unlocking your growth. It is the foundation upon which all improvement is built. The more you learn, the more you grow. And as you apply that knowledge with wisdom, you will see transformation in every area of your life. So cultivate a heart that is always teachable, always seeking knowledge, and always ready to grow. In doing so, you will tap into the limitless potential within you, and your life will be a reflection of the power that learning has to shape your future. Striving for excellence is a powerful mindset that drives true personal growth. But it's important to understand that excellence is not the same as perfection. Perfection is a mirage and illusion that no matter how hard we chase it, we will never fully attain. The pursuit of perfection often leads to frustration, self-doubt, and a sense of inadequacy because it sets an unrealistic standard. On the other hand, excellence is a daily pursuit, an ongoing commitment to giving your best in every situation, regardless of the circumstances. It's about striving to improve, not to be perfect. Excellence is an attitude that influences everything you do, from the smallest tasks to the largest challenges. The difference between perfection and excellence lies in the process. Perfection is an unattainable destination that, if you focus on it, can paralyze you with fear of failure and fear of making mistakes. You spend more time trying to avoid error than embracing growth. Excellence, however, is about progress. It's about consistently doing your best day in and day out and learning from each experience. Excellence is not about achieving a fixed result. It's about cultivating a mindset of continuous improvement. It's understanding that every step you take, even the missteps, are part of the process that leads you to a higher standard. Excellence is about giving your best effort in every situation, regardless of how big or small the task may seem. It's about showing up fully, even when no one is watching. It's about applying yourself with focus and commitment to each moment, recognizing that your actions today build the foundation for your future. In each decision, you have the opportunity to give your best, to raise the bar just a little higher, and to reflect the standard of excellence you aspire to. Excellence is not about comparing yourself to others. It's about competing with your own potential and striving to be better than you were yesterday. Your character is the true reflection of excellence. It's not just about the outcomes you achieve, but about the integrity you demonstrate along the way. Excellence shows up in how you treat others, in how you approach challenges, and in how you carry yourself through adversity. Your character, built on honesty, humility, and respect, is what ultimately sets you apart and reflects the highest standard of who you can be. When your character aligns with excellence, it's not about superficial achievements or external validation. It's about knowing that you are giving your best, and that's what matters most. The pursuit of excellence requires discipline, consistency, and resilience. It means setting high standards for yourself, staying committed to them, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. You don't strive for excellence only when it's convenient or when you feel motivated. You pursue it in every circumstance, no matter how difficult or challenging. It requires you to push through discomfort, to keep improving, even when the results are not immediately visible. Excellence is about developing the strength to keep going, the courage to stand by your principles, and the determination to improve every day. One of the keys to excellence is learning to embrace challenges because they provide the opportunity to grow. When you face difficult situations, it's easy to give up or to lower your standards. But true excellence shines through in those moments when things aren't going as planned. It's in those difficult times that you prove your commitment to giving your best, regardless of the obstacles in your way. Rather than seeing challenges as setbacks, view them as opportunities to demonstrate your excellence. Each challenge is a chance to refine your skills, deepen your resilience, and elevate your character. Furthermore, excellence is a reflection of your mindset. It's about believing that you are capable of achieving the highest standard in every area of your life. When you have a vision of excellence, you refuse to settle for anything less than your best, even if you're the only one who knows the effort you've put in. It's about holding yourself accountable to a higher standard and doing so not for the praise of others, but because you believe in your own potential. A vision of excellence helps you stay focused on the bigger picture, even when you encounter setbacks or distractions. It keeps you grounded in the pursuit of growth, knowing that excellence is not an event, but a journey that never truly ends. In your personal and professional life, a vision of excellence will propel you toward your goals. It will give you the drive to stay focused, to push through obstacles, and to rise above mediocrity. Excellence is about consistency, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to your best self. It's not about striving for a perfect outcome, but about striving for progress, for improvement, and for the realization of your full potential. The pursuit of excellence requires both humility and confidence. Humility to admit when you need to improve, to seek help when necessary, and to learn from your mistakes. Confidence to trust in your abilities and to give your best effort, even in the face of doubt or fear. Excellence is about knowing that you are capable of more and always aiming for better, without the burden of perfectionism holding you back. Excellence is a reflection of who you are becoming. It's a commitment to living up to the highest version of yourself. It's not just about achieving great things, but about growing into a person who embodies integrity, discipline, and perseverance. Striving for excellence means choosing to give your best in every situation, knowing that in doing so, you are growing, evolving, and shaping a life that reflects the highest standard of who you can be. Excellence is not a destination, it is a lifelong pursuit. And every step you take towards it is an investment in the best version of yourself. As we stand on the threshold of our potential, we must recognize that the journey of self-improvement is not a quick fix or a momentary pursuit. It is a lifelong commitment to becoming the best version of ourselves, one step at a time. It begins with self-awareness, the courage to see ourselves as we truly are, and to acknowledge the areas in which we must grow. From there, we invest in our potential, cultivating the gifts within us and refusing to let them remain dormant. We take full responsibility for our growth, understanding that our future is shaped by the choices we make today, not by the circumstances around us. We commit to the discipline of consistency, knowing that small, focused actions over time will yield powerful results. We embrace the power of learning, always keeping a teachable heart, and allowing wisdom to guide our every decision. We strive for excellence, understanding that it is a daily pursuit, a reflection of the highest standard of who we can be. My friends, the greatest force within you is not external, but the potential that lies within your heart. The future you desire is not something waiting to be discovered, but something you are creating with every thought, every choice, every action. You have within you everything you need to succeed. The question is, will you choose to cultivate it? Will you choose to grow, to invest in yourself, and to reach for the heights you were designed to achieve? The world is waiting for your contribution. It's waiting for you to step into your greatness. So as you leave here today, don't just take these words with you, take the commitment to live them. Focus on improving yourself, and the world will be transformed by the excellence you bring. You are a masterpiece in the making, and your time is now. Let the pursuit of your best self begin, for you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Let today be the day you decide to invest in the greatest asset you will ever own, yourself.